was guilty of I got a degree, so I can't date these blue collar dudes. And now I actually think I prefer blue collar dudes. I'm being honest. I'm not going to.
Oh, you used to think like that. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, so
I'm not going to why. That doesn't make sense.
So because you went to college and you got a degree, you used to think you was too good for guys that are blue collar.
I was just like, it was like, I don't know if I have anything in common with them. Not better and like have more worth, not even smarter. But like, I don't know, like we can't talk about our college experience. I was like, I don't know if I have anything in common with them, and it was dumb.
So what changed?
Dating, starting to like actually going on dates.
Real life. Reality changed you. I humbled you.
Oh no, it didn't. Oh no, it didn't humble me. Oh no, it didn't.
It did humble. No, it did humble you because your dating requirement. You had to lower the bar a bit.
No,
so
I didn't.
Something happened, bro.
No, I didn't. No. I didn't lower the bar. I didn't lower the bar. But I didn't lower the bar. Like I just realized certain things, right? Like I'm like, all right, like these white, like these college educated dudes, like they got degrees, they're gonna make more money. I was just dumb and ignorant about how much blue collar guys can make. I was like, oh, you got these blue collar guys are out here, they're making good money, and then they don't have loans to pay back. I was like, oh, so no.
Oh, so it was all about money then.
No, I didn't even get to my standards. I mean, I make good money, so you can't be broke. We're not doing that. I'm not.
That's fair. Women, tend to always want to be with a guy that makes more than them. I understand that. You said the reason why you didn't want to couple up with blue collar guys is because you didn't have nothing in common with them. Now you're saying you realize, oh, well, they make a lot of money, but hold on, they're still the same guy that you have nothing in common with.
Well, no, but that's where the rest of my comment was going. I was like, okay. I have a lot in common with them, because some of these white collar guys, the only thing I have in common with them is like we both went to college, and then I find them boring and interesting. Like I kind of find blue collar guys like more interesting, but I didn't lower the bar. Like as I get older, as I have different goals and stuff like that, the bar kind of gets higher as I change and I grow. What I look for.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna just say what I think. Yeah. Okay. What I think is that happened is that you was dating these white collar guys, like these guys that are executives making a lot of money, and what happened is those entanglements didn't go nowhere. That's what I think. I think hold on. I think you dated those dudes and those dudes had options, because the thing you got to realize is guys who do have power, especially financial power, they don't have to settle with anyone, bruv. No. Like guys that are high value have options, and they don't mind dating blue collar or broke girls as long as they're good looking, bruv.
So, no,
what is making me think is that I'm not trying to be horrible to you, but what the way it sounds to me is that you was going after guys with lots of money and executives, blah blah blah. These guys had options. They probably just dated you like with no end result, right? And then you was like, right, I'm getting a bit older, I might need to reevaluate the guys I'm dating, and then you realize, oh, okay, well, these blue collar guys, they make some money too. I can date them as well. That's
no, you're factually wrong, and here's multiple reasons why. I was in a relationship with a black engineer, 2 engineering degrees, so he was good. He wanted to get married. I said no, and I'm glad I did, because he was wait a minute. He was cheating on me on and off the entire relationship, so I dodged a bullet. I say that to say,
but that you just confirmed what I said. He had options.
He wanted to marry me, though. What do you not get about that?
No, but that's not part of what I said.
But I left him, so that doesn't work. You're not going to cheat on me.
Exactly.
Exactly. You can't say a man You can't say a man who wanted to marry me wasn't serious about me. That doesn't make any sense. He couldn't have been every woman that he's with. He
couldn't have been that serious because he was cheating on you. So he couldn't have been that serious.
If a man wanted to, if the only reason I'm not married to a man right now is because I left him, how was it not serious? You're losing.
Why is the reason? What is the reason why you said no?
What do you mean? He's not going to cheat on me.
Exactly. Exactly. Because he was. Bruh, listen, hold on. Stop talking over me, bruh. Listen, yeah? You didn't want to marry this guy who was a high-flying guy, he had 2 degrees, he had money, he was good, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure he was 6'8" or whatever, and handsome and all of that, yeah? Boom. But he asked to marry you, but he was sleeping with other women, correct?
Yeah, but he cheats on every woman. It had nothing to do with me personally. You're not understanding.
That's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because what I'm saying essentially is what my thought process on your timeline was. You dated, or yes, you was with a guy who asked to marry you. You've been after these type of guys, and these type of guys have options. And this guy who asked to marry you, he still had options. He may have still wanted to marry you, but he still wanted to exercise his options.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying to you.
But I guess let me rephrase it like this. What I'm saying is that is correct. But at the end of the day, listen. You're not. I'm coming at this with different perspective. All I'm saying is that that's not a reflection of me as a woman. What you're trying to say is there's something wrong with me that these men get.
I never said that.
That's essentially what you're saying.
No. I'm just saying the type of guys. I'm not going against you. I'm saying the type of your dating requirement of you wanted this type of guy. You found a guy that fit into those brackets, but he still turned out to like mess around behind your back. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying the reason why he did that is because he was in a position of power to do it, and he did it.
Yeah, and he got
now after that experience, now you're saying, well, you know what? I could date a guy that's blue collar because of your experience has been a cog in the wheel that has led you to where you are now.
So there's other things. So listen, this is why I'm saying there's multiple reasons for this. It's also about geographics, right? I'm not going to tell you where I lived then, and I'm not going to tell you where I live now. But part of what's happening is that I simply have, because of where I currently live, I have a lot of access to blue collar men. Where I lived before, the only men who were approaching me were white collar men. Where I live now geographically, there's a lot of blue collar men. It's about availability and access, right? So blue collar guys,
because of your location, you're saying, nah, you know what? I don't mind if he's blue collar. That's what you're saying.
Yes, but I also am admitting that I was ignorant, because I'm like, oh, these blue collar guys, like, they make like $12 an hour, so I gotta go with the white collars. And then my stupid behind, I was like one of my friends called me on my ish, just being honest. She was like, do you know how much some of these blue collar guys make? I'm like, they don't make enough for me. And I was like, oh, they do. So I was partially ignorant. I have a lot of access to blue collar men, but I still date white collar men. That's also what I'm saying. It's not like I'm leaving them behind. It goes back to what I said before, right? Like, I date different types of men. Before, I was getting hit on by white collar guys. Now that I live in a completely different part of the country, I have more access to blue collar guys. The wealthy state I was living in before, I was getting hit on by white collar guys. That's all I'm saying. It's about access. I live in a completely different part of the country now.
Okay.
Right. What do you mean? I still date white collar guys. What are you talking about?
So like, okay, so you still date white collar guys. So what are you talking? So basically your dating standards have lowered just because of location, right?
Are you saying blue collar men are lower than white collar men?
No, in your standards, because before you thought they wasn't dateable, but now you do think they're dateable.
Oh, that's because I was ignorant. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So now you've adjusted your ignorance, yeah? Because of location. I went
from being ignorant to not ignorant. That's what I'm saying. I'm being honest because this doesn't make me look good, right?
It doesn't matter how. Listen, this is one thing I noticed about women. Yeah, everything is about how you look, bro. It's not the truth. Doesn't matter. It's about how you look, bro. The truth is the truth, fam. You change location. Now you have less access to white collar men. So now you're open to dating blue collar men because somebody told you, you know, they actually make more than $12 an hour. And you was like, oh, for real? Oh, I can date them now. That's what happened.
It's not that, I have less collar to white collar men. Let's be clear about what I'm saying. Most of the men that I go on dates with and get hit on by are white collar men because I meet them in professional organizations and stations. What I'm saying is I've added blue collar men.
Thanks a lot. We appreciate it.